Hello everybody. Afternoon from, God, my hair's a wild mess today. Seems like it's getting longer and longer and longer. I really want to shave. Of course, I'll have to try for that. Oh, I don't know. Next semester, for sure. Well, things haven't exactly gone to plan the last few days. I did my first volunteer work today for Not Stock, mostly for Not Stock. I thought I was actually going to be helping out in an art exhibit at 3. No one called, or not no one called. No email from sign up saying anyone could swap with me, so I skipped lab and went ahead to the student center and helped set up, I guess. I thought it was going to actually kind of be a big exhibit, and I was going to stand around, basically kind of hang out, make sure no one touched the artwork, greet people as they came in, because I thought, okay, this is going to probably be, 1 to 2 hours long or so, but nope. I got there a little bit early, and they were just setting up work, and assumingly the artist was there, or one of them, and I helped set up, and then we got done a little early, and then we left. It kind of felt like almost I was in the wrong room or something. But I don't really think an exhibit show would be just an hour long. It felt like an hour or more, but that's just me. And also, I've just been a little stressed out lately. Apparently you don't get paid with Not Stock, so that kind of sucked. I'm gonna maybe have to check on the Norse Fest that's coming up next week. I'm kind of hoping I'll get paid with that, because if I help with like a few things, like dishing up ice cream or whatever, then they'll help me get paid with that. It'll hopefully be a little bit of money in my pocket. I'm kind of conflicted a bit on telling my aunt about the money issue thing. Apparently my cousin didn't tell her about anything, because I pretty much only got 900 something for my refund check, and my fault again on my fault again that I didn't sign up for the Indian scholarship thing. That would have been about 1,500, so 1,500 something and then 900 something would equal about $2,000. So since I didn't sign up for that and sent all the paperwork in, I didn't get no 1,500, so I was like, okay, 900, that shouldn't be too bad. I can get the canvases and supplies and save the rest for bills, which probably won't pay me much. And then whatever, hopefully I'll have some spending money or whatever. Because I was definitely thinking about Norse Fest and maybe some clothes shopping. Because I haven't been decently clothes shopping in almost 2 years, and I'm in desperate need of some new clothes. Some of them need to be thrown away, burnt, or used for something else. Yeah, and that didn't go well at all. My cousin made a deal with me, now since I'm living no longer under my aunt's and uncle's roof, that if I gave her $631 for rent, and then that means I wouldn't have to pay till January. So I'm like, okay, I think I can do that. I was just a little bit worried, because I was like, okay, 9 minus 6, that would give me still $300 something left. And I'm like, okay, that should be okay. That means I have the rest for school supplies mostly. Most of it was for art supplies. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be super expensive this time, because I still had a bunch of art supplies from the last couple of semesters. So I was like, okay, I gave her that, and I was like, okay, I'll head over to Hobby Lobby one Saturday evening. Drop me off at Hobby Lobby, I'll go shopping and get the stuff that I need. But all of a sudden, when they went to go, scan things in, it was like 150, and I was like, okay, that's not too bad. But when I went to slide my card, it said decline, and I was like, okay, let me go find an ATM, and I will be right back. So I left, and the only ATM I found was the ATM at my bank, and of course the doors were locked, and it was around noon by that time. So I was like, okay, they're probably all at lunch, which kind of sucked. But they did have an ATM outside, so I checked that, and I was like, really confused because apparently there was only $100 and something in there now. I'm like, where'd the 200 go? That pretty much vanished. And I'm kind of thinking over in my head. I don't quite remember what was found out, but $200 all disappeared. So I was like, okay, yay. Fucked up on that already. So I was like, okay, might as well go get some lunch then. So I pulled out about $40 and I went over to Applebee's, got some lunch, texted. I was kind of freaking out, kind of have a that small panic attack. Texted Casey and I said I fucked up. I think I fucked up. And she called me right in the middle of Applebee's, which is always a little embarrassing because I had those tables. I don't know how to explain it anyway. And when trying to explain to her, I said I thought I had about 200 left when I gave you that 600, and now all of a sudden I have like $100-something in there. Where the hell did the rest go? And after a few frustrated conversations, she's like, okay, once you're done at Applebee's, once you're done eating, head over back to Hobby Lobby and we'll figure the rest out. Don't panic, be calm. I'm like, ugh. Me, when I'm stressed out, I try to remain calm at best. And on a scale from like 1 to 5, it's at like 4.5, and then I can manage to drop it down to 4. And then we got there, and of course I kind of thought maybe she would help me a little bit by the way she made it sound. Help me a little bit with art supply shopping. And no, I said, I can't help you with any of this. You got to be able to do it all by yourself, and, I'll go in there for support. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And of course she called me a brat and said, oh no, we could always just go home right now. And I'm like, I know, I'm stressed out. And of course, no. They call being stressed out being a brat. What the hell? That doesn't make any sense at all. So I went in and tried to figure it out. And she went and bought some frames for some pictures of hers or whatever. And after about 2 to 3 trips to the bank or to an ATM, we managed to pull out $150 that was left for her frames. There was a canvas sale, thank God, for like 2 for the price of 1. And then we also bought some paint that I needed, and I was like, okay, that's it. And she sat in the van to wait for me, and I went and paid for everything, came out, and I'm like, oh my God, this is hell on earth. She was like, okay, we'll stick with that, and the rest can be used for, well, whatever. Anyway, finally got my art supplies, went home, and now I pretty much had like $124 something on there. So I'm like, yay! So I'm pretty much broke. So yeah, the rest can be used for pretty much whatever. She's like, oh yeah, what do you plan to use for like clothes shopping? I was like, mostly winter clothes, because winter's coming up. I only have 1 pair of jeans and one. I did have an old pair of jeans, but I kind of cut it so I can have some shorts, comfortable shorts. But now I'm at this point right now that I can't even do that. It just really sucks. So right now all my money options are kind of dwindling down. The last few ideas for money opportunities is Norsk Fest and that commission with Brianna's sister. Can't do this. I can't do this when they talk like that. Sorry, I like my privacy, but when people, I hate that so much. It happened a lot in my aunt's house for some reason. You ever get those people that when you're trying to watch TV or when you're trying to do homework and you don't really, when you're trying to watch TV mostly, and all of a sudden people sit down and blare their YouTube videos up or go on the fucking iPad and blare their music up, and you're like, I'm trying to watch this here, but then if you ever, I got the feeling if I ever tried to protest and say, you know, can you please turn that down, they'll give me a snarky attitude or whatever. Oh my God, that's just a pet peeve of mine. You know, you're being rude, I'm trying to watch this, or I'm trying to do homework and I don't really want to listen to TV, you know, I want to stretch out and everything. It's just been really stressful. But right now, I talked to my friend Auntie about my stresses, and he said just take it one day at a time, one day at a time. You know, I had a tiny bit of emotional breakdown and talked about how I felt I was stupid, because I'll talk about this in the tomorrow video. Sorry for the crappy hair and everything. I'm feeling like a horse's ass right now. And okay, bye.